So obviously search is changing, and it's going to continue to change over the years as AI is rolled out and the way that people, find attorneys. That behavior is going to change over time too. But one way that you can utilize Google now to really get an idea of how that might change is to just be doing queries or searches in your market. So if you're a personal injury attorney, just say, personal injury lawyer, personal injury attorney, car accident lawyer, whatever, and pay close attention to what's ranking. What I want you to look at is, especially if you're starting with Google, is see what results. You're going to see paid. You're going to see pay-per-click results. You're going to see LSAs, right? You're going to see the local pack. You're going to see the standard organic results. But what else do you see there that's kind of new, maybe, or at least new to you? And that could be things like websites like Reddit, like these, Q&A type websites. But also we're starting to see a lot more social media in there now where Google's taking videos. Maybe it's from TikTok or Instagram or X or wherever, basically. And the thing is that information changes depending on which search you're doing. So if I type car accident lawyer versus do I need to hire a car accident lawyer, the type of content that displays in those search results will vary. So it's important to spend time in your market or the agency that you're working with is doing this to not only get you ranked where your website needs to show up, where you're going to get those clicks in the local pack and organic, but where else? Where are you missing out? And that's one of the reasons I always do this share of search kind of kickoff here whenever we're talking with a prospective client, or whether you call it particle SEO, which Will Scott came up with many years ago, or share a search, or whatever you want to call it. We need to see what's actually showing up in your market for those keywords that are going to drive business, those bottom of funnel keywords. And you can take whatever SEO strategy you want. A lot of people say, hey, let's go for the long tail, and that will have a benefit. There'll be low hanging fruits, but that's like a one-time kind of like action, right? You're going to do that. You're going to create that content. You're going to optimize it. You're going to build those pages, and then you're going to be done. You're not going to find low-hanging fruit forever. So ultimately, the real goal and where the money really lies is in those head keywords. Those bottom of the funnel people are ready to hire you. They need to contact an attorney. They have those questions. So ranking for those is important, and it needs to be a part of your strategy. But in some cases, it may not be law firm websites that are ranking there in the number 1, number 2, number 3 position. Maybe it is Yelp, which we've seen them kind of come and go. And the thing is, this does change over time, right? Like if what you were asking me a year ago, I'd say, look, expertise is up there. You would see Forbes, you would see Yelp at various points throughout the year. And that's all changed now. But they still kind of cycle in. And so, my approach is you're going to get the best benefit from ultimately just ranking your firm website properties that you own for these bottom of funnel keywords. But secondary to that, let's be everywhere. If it's worth the effort, let's be everywhere your potential clients are looking. And what I mean, like worth the effort, is I mean like if a Find Law directory is ranking, but to get that top spot, that number 1 position, you have to pay $4,000 a month, and you're competing with 4 other firms. The ROI there is probably not there at all. And we see the same with Avo. We've seen that for years. So you got to be careful about that. And even super lawyers, unfortunately. I was a big fan of super lawyers. I'm less of a fan now with all these acquisitions going on because they're obviously just going to continue to monetize it. And it wasn't that great to begin with, but it was one of the more trusted ones, at least in my head, for a number of years. So anyway, that's just an important tip that I think you might find helpful or useful. Comment below if you have any questions, or you want me to answer any specific questions. Make sure to follow us and like the video.